All right, good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? We're asking everyone to go ahead and mute your microphones at this time. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back. So I would like to thank everyone and welcome you all to the class of 2020, Build Up Houston and Accelerate Latinx graduation. Wave at me.
Woo!
Yay! My name is Dr. Portia Jackson, and I'm the Business Development Manager for the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity. And I'm glad that you're able to join us for the fifth graduation for the Build Up Houston cohort and the inaugural class of Accelerate Latinx. Yay!
Yay!
Sorry, I can't hear y'all. You gotta wave at me. Yay! Yay. So over the past 7 months, these two cohorts have been working diligently. They've had CEO mentoring groups. They've taken knowledge and learned knowledge from guest experts from all of the finance industry and other industries. And they have come to complete a 3-year growth plan that is designed to take their business to the next level. And so we are here to celebrate them and their accomplishments in the future. So I would like to welcome everyone that's from instructors, graduates, Interise, guest experts, our partners, our OBO advisory board, Facebook Live viewers, cohorts, family, friends, and our council members as well. So let me give a good shout out to Council Member Amy Peck from District A, if you're on, wave at us. Councilmember Abby Kamen from District C, and Councilmember Sally Alcorn, at-large Councilmember Position 5. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. And this program we could not have this program without our two sponsors, Houston Business Development Incorporated, better known as HBDI. Marlon Mitchell, Moises Brito, Miss Guillory, Tammy, how are y'all doing? And Houston Community College, our corporate college under the leadership of Jennifer Holmes and her amazing team. So now, without further ado, I have the opportunity and the honor to introduce Houston native, the 62nd mayor of the city of Houston, who since taking the office, he has eliminated a $160 million budget shortfall in a record time. He has been responsible for a remarkable rebound of the city from Hurricane Harvey. He has expanded municipal investments in renewable energy. He has a heart and compassion for small business and the success of small businesses here in the city of Houston. So as the head of the energy capital of the world and the most diverse city in the nation, everybody, let's welcome our mayor, Sylvester Turner.
Thank you, Dr. Portia Jackson. Look, I can't hear you all, so you all must not be clapping loud enough. So just keep clapping until I hear you. But look, let me just say good evening to all of you, certainly to the Director Marsha Murray. It's good to be with you. To all of the city council persons that are a part of this program, and I just left a food distribution program with Councilmember Amy Peck in her district, in District A. And so to Councilmember Kamen and to Councilmember Alcorn, let me say hello. And especially to all that are a part of this program, to the sponsors, Build Up Houston and Accelerate Latinx virtual graduation. Look, this virus is not going to stop this particular graduation. With everything that people have accomplished, we continue to move forward. You know, as the conversation turns even more to reopening, tonight we are celebrating businesses that are getting ready to go to that next step. And I just want you to know, as the mayor of the city of Houston, along with my council members, we could not be more proud. The city of Houston, along with the Office of Business Opportunity, is committed to helping small businesses increase their growth trajectories and their success in doing business with the city. And look, congratulations to the graduates of Build Up Houston and Accelerate Latinx. And as we face economic uncertainties, and there's no question we will continue to face some economic uncertainties, may the knowledge gained from these programs empower you to take your business to the next level and rise above these challenges. And I have no doubt in my mind that you would do exactly that, because that's just who we are. That defines the city of Houston. As Dr. Portia Jackson said, this is the 5th cohort of Build Up Houston, a 7-month program that was launched by OBO and Interise in 2014. And I am so proud to say that with the companies we have graduating today, the Build Up Houston program has had nearly 30 small businesses grow their capacity as a result of the award-winning StreetWise MBA curriculum provided by Interise. And you know, we've talked about this program even with the U.S. Conference of Mayors, and so just very proud of everyone who's participating in it. I am also proud that for the first time, this program was expanded to offer the same curriculum and the same opportunities to our Hispanic community with the Accelerate Latinx program. And my congratulations to the 13 graduates who are here tonight and have reached this extraordinary milestone. So even though I can't see you or be close enough with you to shake your hands, give yourselves a hand for what you've already accomplished. Minority, women, and small-owned businesses, and particularly construction companies that need to build their capacity in order to successfully compete for contracts, play a major role in the city's economy and infrastructure. And we recognize the economic contributions of the businesses that we are acknowledging here tonight. So I applaud each and every one of you again. Congratulations on your accomplishments. And just bear in mind, when you're coming through these type of challenging times, and as you continue to move forward, the future can be nothing but brighter for you in the years and months ahead. So on behalf of the entire city of Houston, and certainly on behalf of the council members and as the mayor of the city of Houston, let me just congratulate you. This is a bright spot, a bright moment in some very dire and challenging times in the city of Houston. Congratulations, and you've earned it.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you all.
Let's give him a hand clap. Yay! And as the mayor made note that this program has a curriculum, a nationally acclaimed curriculum from Interise. And we have today with us, all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, the director of Interise, the director of programs for Interise, Mr. Bernard Johnson. Bernard? Are you there?
I am here. How are we doing? Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Portia. And, you know, what an amazing testimony that was just delivered by Mayor Turner. I actually had the privilege of meeting Mayor Turner a couple of years ago at the U.S. Conference of Mayors. And I can tell you all, his passion and enthusiasm, not just for small business, but for the city at large, has always been really fascinating and inspiring to me. I want to take a step back and just kind of recognize this environment that we're in right now. So many of you over the past few months or so really dedicated yourselves and worked extremely hard to get to where we are today. So I will get back to the business owner portion of this, but I must do my quick commercial as it relates to Interise. So Interise in the city of Houston, we've been collaborative partners now for 5 years. And it's no question that this entire focus and energy around entrepreneurship started with the conversation that now acting director Marsha Murray was a part of. So I want to recognize her for her ability to galvanize and continue to push forward with a remarkable agenda as it relates to small business in Houston. And Houston has been really a model of perseverance, resilience. You think about some of the natural catastrophes that are taking place in our country. Houston has been at the forefront of resolve. So today, we celebrate that impact and we recognize where we've gone, and I want to talk about where we're going. This is a first for us. It's our first Accelerate Latinx program. This was put forth by Kauffman Foundation, who recognized that when you're talking about entrepreneurship and you're talking about growth in our country, it's no coincidence that the largest population is also the largest population that's putting out and growing small business. And it happens to be our Latinx, Latino, Hispanic, however you want to describe it, the numbers don't lie. So being able to reflect that in the most diverse city in America is really exciting. And as an organization, we're proud of all of you and your accomplishments. And this is our first. It's our first virtual graduation. I'm usually down in a city like Houston, enjoying the good weather and good food and getting a chance to see you all in person. So I recognize these times that we're in, and I know many of you are in your homes right now, so thank you for being a part of this and allowing us into that as well. With our Build Up Houston program, again, we've now reached the 5th cohort, and every single one of these programs is really near and dear. And I say that because Houston is now our 3rd longest tenured partner. We're really excited about the fact that we've been able to now leverage a lot of those local resources, and the business owner community that has graduated from this program remains connected and are really game changing in the city. But for tonight, to the 19 of you, I want to say a couple of different things. Number one, your ability to step away from your business and work on your business is really inspirational to your employees, to your loved ones, and we appreciate and applaud you for your sacrifice. Now, in these times when we start talking about uncertainty, what's next, how do I remain competitive, I encourage you to still find that time to maximize strategy, to build communication through collaboration, to not go and operate and work in silos, to be dedicated to remaining enthusiastic about being a small business owner, and to lean on your peers. I took some time and I read about a lot of you today, and I laughed a bit about how you all are using social media to communicate with one another. I find that remarkable. And at some point in time, we'll be able to get together again in person. But for now, continue to use any kind of communication that you can to stay on top of what you need to do for your business. So I'll end by saying this. I'm excited for you all. I'm proud to be able to share in your graduation and your success virtually. I look forward to maybe visiting a couple of your businesses next time I'm in town. And again, congratulations. You've done it. You've done it. Now let's get ready for what's next. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. Those were great and inspiring words and encouragement for our cohort. So we are going to move on and begin to meet our cohorts. First up is our Build Up Houston cohort. Our instructor was Arquella Hargrove, and before she comes to give some highlights about Build Up Houston over the past 7 months and introduce our cohort, I want to share a short video that will recap what happened over the past 7 months. So introducing Arquella Hargrove.
Thank you, Portia. Thank you. I am so excited to be here, and I am in the presence of greatness and excellence. And I really want to come and congratulate our Build Up Houston. Although we were small in number, you all are making great impact through your businesses. And I wanted to share a quote that I've shared throughout our cohort together is that business owners, they state out loud what they intend to do. And in doing so, they get things done. Kaneta, Yota, Charu, Dewan, and Khalil, each of you accepted the call to Build Up Houston. You rolled up your sleeves and you all put the work in to grow your businesses. And so I am honored to have been a part of that and to be your instructor. So I'm so excited. Over the 7 months, of course, you all learned how to set goals, SMART goals. And then as well as learning your financials and elevating your marketing, as well as learning from each other and our guest experts. And I am so honored that we continued on this journey. One thing I know you all got tired of hearing me say and doing those one-on-one coachings as well as in class was those growth plans. We need those 3-year growth plans. And I pushed and I challenged. I would get 1 year, it's like, nope, we need 3 years. And I continue to push because I knew each of you had those BHAGs in you, those big, audacious, hairy goals. And by the end, you all gave us 3-year growth plans and even shared that you met some of your goals while in the program. So we were excited. And so you had to make new goals. So definitely, I'm glad that to see you at this point. So again, congratulations. I know you all are going to do great things in your businesses. You already are. But looking forward to much success from each of you. So again, congratulations.
And now let us.
Now we will hear from the graduates. So you will get a chance to see our graduates. Portia.
Here we go.
Build Up Houston has really helped me. It has helped me to learn how to manage my business as well as put proper things in place to keep my business afloat. Meaning, other than me giving my accountant 12 envelopes at the end of the year, I'm meeting with her now quarterly so that she can do a profit and loss statement as well as a balance sheet to give me a more ideal of what's going on in my business, where I am able to actually run the business and not have to do everything. I'm concentrating on bringing in more business where I'm allowing her to keep the financials up. So that has been a true blessing for me to be able to know exactly how to run my business and keep everything in the proper perspective.
All right. Congratulations, Kaneta Hilliard of Space City Transport Incorporated.
Build Up Houston is a great program for small business owners who wants to grow their business organically. I have personally benefited with this program because I learned during this program that what I am missing in my business was basically I was not hiring right people, or my financial statements were not correct, or the way I was asking for the loan from the bank, which was not in the right way. And after this program, I corrected the methodology and I corrected the procedures, the strategies, which definitely helped my business in achieving success. I would highly recommend anyone who is interested in this program, do not hesitate to join in. It's going to help you and your company in future. Thank you.
Congratulations, Charu Jain of Gasso Kim International.
Build Up Houston program has assisted us from marketing objectives, from financial analysis, as well as growth analysis, where I have learned a lot and helps us a lot to grow at a faster rate than anticipated. Thank you very much, Build Up Houston program.
Congratulations, Camille Memon of Dynamic Contracts Consultant LLC. And let me just say on Khalil's behalf, he wasn't able to attend today. If you heard about the accident that happened yesterday with the 18-wheeler, that was his brother. So please keep Khalil and his family in your prayers.
Build Up Houston has helped me in my business with insights and forward thinking on financials and growth in my growth plan.
Congratulations, Dewan Mouton of All-in-One Building and Maintenance.
About Build Up Houston to help us, us as a business or as a business owner, has helped me through this whole session, is to be more organized, to work on my business, and finally I'm delegating work. And that has put me in a good position because now I'm concentrating on my business and I'm trying to make it better. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jonah Papadopoulos. And actually, Jonah is going to speak on behalf of the Build Up Houston cohort. Jonah?
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Thank you so much. I'm here with Raquel. Hello, she's with the Latinx. Thank you so much. It has been so long this way to come here and be part of this team. I really appreciate all my classmates and of course my teacher. She's so lovely and great. I learned so much from her. Thank you, Portia, for being there. I appreciate all the effort that everybody has put. I have learned so much in this program. I thank Build Up Houston to be at this point, and after COVID-19, we still made it and we're still graduating through our video and virtual. I can't say so much about it. You heard me. It helped me so much, and I appreciate it. I guess everybody in this class have made it to this point, and I appreciated that. I guess everybody appreciated to be here, and I wish good luck to everyone and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonah. And again, congratulations to the entire class of Build Up Houston. Kaneda, Charu, Khalil, Dewan, and Jonah. Let's give them a hand clap, wave. Yay, you did it, you did it. And so now we move to our inaugural class of Accelerate Latinx with the instructor of Giselle Mota. But just before Giselle comes, we have a slideshow for you that captures their 7-month period from October through May. And here they come, just a second here.
Excellent. I guess that's my cue, Portia. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I am so proud of each of you guys. Les tengo que decir felicidades de corazón, mi gente. Lo hicieron. Felicidades. I had a shout out in Spanish real quick. So guys, congratulations. Let me tell you, I've been working with Interise and emerging leaders for the past few years. I started off in Tampa, Florida. But you guys have been the best group, and this has touched my heart in a very special way because you're my Latin community. And it is, you know, I have to say for all of you on the line and those of you who understand just kind of the value of minorities, but I'm going to speak to Latinos for a second. And you guys, you know how many of you have come to this country and your parents came here, or you guys are first generation in this country in pursuit of that American dream, in pursuit of something better for you and your families. And you know what it's like to be resilient. You know what it's like to face odds. And I'm so proud that even during COVID-19 times, you guys were able to lean in and have business continuity and resilience. And in many of your organizations, you've been able to not only thrive for yourselves and your families, but for your employees, for your communities, the suppliers, everyone. And that ripple effect is amazing. So thank you guys for the learning, for the experiences that we had in class. It was amazing. We became a little family. That was really what we created. So thank you. And thank you to our guest experts. I see Soledad and Yvette Mayo on the line, and so many others of you who came together and made such a spectacular experience and provided the resources that this group needed. So it's not about me, it's about you guys, and I want you to feel celebrated. Many of you are graduating from something for the first time, and you should be proud. I want to give you kudos and tell you that it's what an amazing feat that you took of your time, you invested, and you made the best of this experience. So para todos los familiares y los seres queridos que están viendo, felicidades a ustedes también. So to all the family members and the loved ones who are looking as well out there, thank you for giving us your loved ones for that period of time. And I want to bring it over to the participants, and I want to shout out a few of them, give them a chance to be able to speak. For example, I do have a few that I want to ask a direct question to. So during this time, we've had several of them lean in and really just kind of reinvent themselves, think of new ways that even with COVID-19, they have created new ways to do business and continue to be successful. They've really, embraced the teachings of the class from all the modules. So one of them I want to highlight is Roger. Roger Pembroke is on the line. And if Roger, you would come forth, I'd love to ask you the question, what is it that you guys did in this time? How have you reinvented and created new things within your business during this time?
Thank you very much, Giselle. Really appreciated everything you did for us, and like I said, also Andrew and Jose Jimenez, even that he left at the beginning, but he's the one who pushed me into this. So I really want to say thank you to Jose and to Andrew and to you, Giselle. But absolutely, I truly enjoyed the entire program very much. Especially one of my weak points was marketing, how to package. I always had a lot of, I would say, good ideas. But they were everything kind of loose. So one of the things that the Interise program and the Latinx Accelerate helped me was be able to cohesively put all that together and package it where thinking of the customer. So it's definitely the marketing aspect of it, the branding. I see Yvette Mayo. Yvette, thank you very much. Like I said, she had a great impact. She was one of our first guest speakers, and I still remember her class. I mean, there were several things that she said and just like boom, 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 hit me like this, and I'll never forget. And so there was little things to then, putting it all together that allowed me to take things that I know are going to make a difference for my business and be able to put them together and push them out and turn them into real opportunities. So awesome. Thank you very much.
I love that, Roger. Thank you. And I also want to call on someone who, when we were presenting the final presentation, she actually was able to get finally an opportunity she was waiting on, and I'll let her tell the story, but she presented her business plan to a real organization prior to her even presenting it to us. So it just came right on time. So Xochitl, and I have to say, guys, Xochitl was one of the people who had one of the most personal levels of growth that I saw in the class. She bloomed and she embraced her own leadership, her own voice. She's one of the youngest in our class, and she leads an organization along with her father. She is also a college student. She has so many other things going on in her life personally, but she has stepped up in an amazing leadership role in a way. So kudos to you, Xochitl, and such an amazing story. So please tell us, how were you able to use what you learned and actually apply the business case in real life?
Hi everyone, my name is Xochitl. I am 23 years old. I am an entrepreneur. So being in the Latinx class really helped me with branding myself. And like Roger mentioned, speaking to Yvette Mayo, even though it was the first presentation, it really helped me brand myself when speaking to potential clients or even presenting my business plan over to an actual bank. So it all started with Instagram, right? Everything is on social media, everything's online. So pretty much what ended up happening was that I've been following this bank, and they have a lot of inspiring posts and stuff like that. So I went ahead and got their contact information. I spoke to some of their representatives, sent them an email, and slowly but surely, I got in contact with someone, and it wasn't nothing major. It was just presenting myself in a business perspective to try and learn more about my business. And sure enough, I landed it, and it was pretty simple. I was scared at first, but everything that Giselle taught us went right into action. So it was pretty nice.
Excellent. Awesome. So I know we have a couple of people who are like Spanish speakers, and I don't want them to be without being able to share because they feel more comfortable in Spanish. So what I will do is tee this one up. Juan, te voy a permitir que hables en español y está completamente bien porque todo el mundo, vamos a darle un hello. Everyone say it's okay for him to speak Spanish because he felt kind of timid. Is it okay, non-Spanish speakers, for a second? Okay. Great. Yes. Está bien, Juan, está bien. Okay, I need to highlight Juan, because Juan was able to come. He has a janitorial and cleaning service, commercial services, and he was able to come up with a solution even during COVID-19 times to where he's been able to create this, new technology and the tools to continue to serve, and he's been thriving actually during these times. So Juan, cuéntanos un poquito de qué han estado haciendo durante estos tiempos, aún con tiempo de crisis. Did Juan leave our call?
Juan, please unmute the phone.
There he is.
Okay.
Hola, Juan.
Hola, ¿ya? Ok, ya. Primero que todo, muchas gracias, Giselle, por todo tu esfuerzo, por tu dedicación. De verdad que aprendí mucho de ti, te aprendí a conocer y te cogí mucho cariño. A todos mis compañeros, gracias, a Soledad, a todas las personas que fueron. Y de verdad, como lo dijiste al principio, nos volvimos una familia. Aprendí, conocí, sigo conociendo a muchos realmente. En el curso que aprendí a mirar mis finanzas, aprendí muchas cosas que no sabía, que no tenía claro, más bien sobre mi negocio. Y aprendí también algo muy importante, que debemos apalancarnos, debemos ayudarnos con nuestros propios small business, apoyarnos entre nosotros. Y de ahí nació una alianza con el compañero Santos y Alejandra de Eagle Machine, y hoy estamos creando unos stamps como estaciones de hand sanitizer. Y bueno, ya llevamos casi 200 creados y vendidos. Wow. Y estamos vendiendo muchos más, y creo que vamos por los 1000.
So I just have to highlight what he said. He's saying he actually joined with one of the people in our class to develop a partnership and a new tool to create stickers or stamps that would show places that needed to be sanitized or etc. So, and they're selling very well at the moment. So look at that. So you guys are amazing. So un aplauso a todos ustedes. Applause to all of you guys for your amazing work in this class. And it's been an absolute honor to guide you this few months. So thank you. Back to you.
Okay, so we'll recognize them individually. Giselle, if you want to read out their names.
Absolutely, let's do it. Do we have a slide that's going to do it? Or you just want me to go individually? We have Heidi Joanna Escobar from H&H Escobar Property Services. Heidi. We also have Hubert Escobar, her husband, H&H Escobar Property Services as well. Congratulations. Juan Manuel Gonzalez from Star Building Services. Congratulations, felicidades. Next, we have Geraldo Nolasco from Tire Store Service Center. Congratulations, Geraldo. Roger Pombro from Emerald Standard Services. Roger, this is just for you. Bob. Roger. Congratulations. Mildred Isabel Rodriguez from Becor Pipeline Integrity. Felicidades. I got to get all the English speakers to say felicidades before we finish this call. All right. Raquel Rodriguez from HSMI Metalworks. Congratulations. Hugo Sanchez, her husband, HSMI Metalworks as well. Congratulations. Xochitl Lara del Rosal from CE Electric. Felicidades. Anna M. Sanchez, AB Commercial Supply. Yay. Felicidades, Anna. And her husband, Robert L. Sanchez, AB Commercial Supply as well. We also have Maria Alejandra Saucedo from Eagle Machine and Welding. Yay. Felicidades. And her husband, Santos Saucedo from Eagle Machine and Welding. And I must say, we had an honorary graduate in their little daughter who came to every single of our classes. So felicidades to her as well. Congratulations to the beautiful class, the inaugural class, Accelerate Latinx in Houston. Yay!
Yay! Thank you so much, and congratulations to both classes. We expect great and wonderful things from you coming in the future. And so we look forward to that. And so no graduation, whether virtual or in person, would be complete without a keynote address. So I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Sean Taylor from Centric Wealth. He actually served as a guest expert for both of our cohorts, and he talked to them about building wealth and thinking about the future and how to set up your business for retirement and take care of you so that you're not just working for the moment, but you're working for the future. So Sean, take it away.
Hi, can everybody hear me okay? All right, perfect. First and foremost, it's really an honor to be here today. I'm humbled by what you guys have accomplished. I'm humbled, Dr. Jackson. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, to be of service and to participate in this particular program. Latinx, Giselle, we had a great time on our video seminar. I had a ball. And being in class, meeting Kinnett and the rest of the Build Up Houston crew, that was just a phenomenal experience, and I'm really excited. I just want to say, hello to all the partners, HCC, Houston Business Development Agency, Chetra, Interise. I mean, that's an incredible curriculum that you put together. I was really quite impressed when I look at literally, when I look at the curriculum, it really reminds me of an MBA program. I mean, it really is at that level. And for the city of Houston to be giving that for free to the people here in the city, here's what I'm going to put out to you on Facebook. Whoever's listening and can hear my voice, I want that next class to be overflowing. Right? Portia and I talked about that. You should have, people knocking down the door trying to get into this program. And so again, to the mayor's office, how you're pouring in to those small business owners and trying to build them up and give them the tools to use to go out and be successful in this world and live their dream and live their best life is just phenomenal. So I just really wanted to start off by sharing that. If I can, just take a couple seconds and talk about commitment, right? There's a couple of things that I have on my mind for this keynote. And the first thing really comes to mind is commitment. You literally, for 7 months, think about this. For 7 months, you went to work every day. And then from 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock, you got through traffic, got down to the classroom, and took your class. So when we think about successful people do what the ordinary person won't do. They are committed to do what is necessary to improve their particular condition. And that is exactly what the 19 people on this graduation have done. And so today is your day. Today is your celebration. And you can pat yourself on the back for finishing that particular race, because the race was difficult. And difficult came right when you can see the finish line, right? It's February. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, comes this COVID-19, and the city just shuts down. And yet, guess what you did? You innovated. You figured out a way to continue to move forward and get your degree, get that paper, get that education, and nobody can take that away from you now. You earned that right. And so you had the opportunity to go through real world case studies to figure out how to put your business together. Be proud of yourself. As we move forward through COVID-19, I want to show just a couple of slides. I thought about some quotes that I thought might be of value as we, think about where we are. The first thing I want to share is, can everybody see that? I hope you can see that okay. When we think about, how to build the business plan, how to build the financial plan, a lot of times the business is actually feeding the family. You're feeding other employees' families. And so when you look at this particular chart since the early 1900s, what we realize is there's always going to be something. Like COVID is hitting us hard. It's unexpected. It's a healthcare crisis. It's extremely dangerous. We have to be very careful. But when we look at the big picture, we look at this and we realize that, in 1929 to 1939, we had that Great Depression. They were feeling the same thing that we were feeling, right? When we go to the post-war stagflation, the Reagan era, the tech boom in 2000, 2008, we thought the world was going to fall apart. But guess what we do as human beings? We survive, don't we? We thrive, we innovate, we adapt, we adjust. And that is the beauty of even this situation. And I want to kind of build everybody up to look through the valley, look through the crisis, and look to the other side, because we will get there. I mean, look at this right here. We're literally online doing graduation. We've already adapted in 60 days. Zoom has blossomed in its usage because human beings need to do what? We need to connect to each other. And we are connecting with each other. We're still doing business. And so as we start to move forward, I really want to encourage everybody to think about this right here. In every adversity lies the seed of an equal or greater opportunity. So as we're in the midst of a crisis and we're coming out of it, we're moving through it, we're starting to figure out how to open up businesses again. Your businesses will still be able to go out and produce and go be of service to others. That will happen, right? Have faith and just continue one step at a time to move forward. But the question really becomes, out of the adversity, how can I grow? How can I improve? How can I create, as it says here, and Napoleon Hill is one of those books that whenever I get in a situation where I'm not feeling so hot, I pull out Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if anybody's ever read this book, but I will also put that out to the group, to the Facebook group, because again, this was written way back in the 1930s and it is still valid in 2020. So what opportunity can you create even out of a crisis? And two things happen out of crises. Fortunes are made, fortunes are lost, but innovation happens and evolution happens, and we can take ourselves to that next level. And one of the things that you guys have done is you've created a definite plan of action through your business plan through that 3 years. But again, the question becomes, when we have that next crisis, it could be a year from now, it could be 5 years, could be the next 20 years. This time it happened to be 12 years, right? From 2008 till today, right? We had a great bull market. Everybody was happy. We knew at some point there was going to be some sort of correction. Didn't necessarily expect it to be a health correction, but nevertheless, we knew something would happen. The question becomes, in your definiteness of purpose, in your desire, in your plan, how are you setting yourself up for that next crisis? And a big part of that becomes that emergency fund. Grandmom used to call it that rainy day fund, right? Make $1, put away 25 cents, because you never know when something's going to go wrong. In my world, we talk about it from an unemployment perspective or maybe disability. But guess what? We are literally in all of that right now. And you see two things happening. Those that have over the years built up that 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, even up to a year for some of your businesses of those operational expenses just sitting in cash as an emergency fund, they're still hurting, don't get me wrong, but they're not hurting as quickly, right? They're not hurting as quickly. And those that didn't put that, within 1 or 2 paychecks, all of a sudden, they have a lot of economic stress in those households. And so I will put out to you, as we sit in this valley, how are you pre-planning to put your emergency fund, your rainy day fund together so that the next time we have a disruption or your business has a disruption, you have the ability to weather the storm a little bit easier. And that brings me to, my next point. Love Dr. King. Again, when I get in a position where I'm a little lost or things aren't necessarily going my way or I'm in a crisis, I go back to, and this is on YouTube, you can YouTube it. He's talking to, I think it's either some elementary school kids or some middle schoolers. But again, it speaks to me. I'm 56. It speaks to me just as powerful today as it did when he put it out. What is your blueprint, ladies and gentlemen? What is your blueprint? Are you sitting quiet, right? Get off the TV for a second. That 24-hour news cycle can drive us crazy if we let it. Sit back, reflect, refocus, realign yourself, figure out and put it on paper, where do you want to go? What is your blueprint coming out of the COVID-19 crisis? Those that put those plans together will have maybe not an extremely bumpy road, but nevertheless, it'll be just a little bit smoother because they're proactively thinking about what is that next step for me. And when you think about the architecture of downtown Houston, somebody started with what? A blueprint. They had an idea and they put that on paper and they designed it and they built a solid foundation deep enough so that when the storm came, the building would still stand. I want to challenge everybody today, now that you got your 3-year plan, let's add just a little different piece to that. And then we can really start to move through this and not react to it, but we can respond to it, right? Response is an intellectual exercise in knowing where you're going, where reaction is more emotional driven. Well, back in February, early March, it was a very emotional reaction. Well, today, guess what? Let's think our way through this thing. And I think the city is doing a fabulous job. The last thing that I want to put out to everybody, recognize your greatness. Recognize your greatness. It takes a lot of courage to have an idea, put it on paper, go to class, go out and implement it. Hard times, good times, rainy days, 120 degrees, you're out there and you're earning your own way. That's the American dream. Giselle talked about it a little bit earlier. Folks coming into a country with a desire and a dream, and they're pulling themselves up by the bootstraps. So recognize your greatness. Only you can do what you can do because you are absolutely uniquely qualified to actually do that. So I want to build you up in knowing that you have the strength, you have the tenacity, you have the courage, you have the perseverance to get through anything that life gives you, as long as you just don't give up. And the last thing is, I had a chance back when I was a young man, junior in high school, went to a basketball camp. Those that may know Coach Wooden, he was a great coach at UCLA, won many championships, really followed the fundamentals. And one of the things I want to leave you with is, not only do I want you to recognize your greatness, right? Live in that greatness. Don't apologize for being great, because you are unique in who you are in this universe. And nobody can do what you can do the way that you can do it. But don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Don't let COVID-19 stop you, right? Don't let anything stop you from living your best life safely, smartly, but nevertheless, go out and follow your passion. And so again, to all the graduates, to the family, to the friends, you finished your race, and congratulations to you. And I expect great things from all of you. My name is Sean Taylor, and I thank you just for the few minutes that you've allowed me to share and spend with you.
Thank you, Sean.
Yes, ma'am.
I agree, and I think we all agree, and that's why we are here, that we know that this is a great cohort. Both cohorts are great, and we do expect great things from them. So I know that we had our comments from our graduates, earlier remarks. Are there any other graduates that would like to say anything quickly about what you are experiencing, anything about the program? This is your time to make some remarks. We'd love to hear from you if you have anything to say.
We as Team H&H would like to say we definitely learned a lot in the class. We progressed and have grown from what we took upon in knowledge that we will be able to pass forward to ourselves, and not only, well, not ourselves, from what we learn and pass it forward to our own employees and so forth, so we could continue growing through these unprecedented times that we have in this situation right now. I would like to say thank you to Giselle and all of the speakers that came in and that really guided us, and to my wife and to everybody here as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Anyone else?
Yes, I would like to say this is Kanata Hilliard. The class was amazing for me. I had a lot of aha moments that really just made me rethink my business. Being in business for 25 years in a transportation company, the instructor, Ms. Aquella, allowed us to think outside the box. I mean, things that you've done for years that you thought was right, you know, you had an aha moment where you learned that, you know, you were not doing it right, and to be able to accept that, go back and regroup and change it so it worked for you. So I learned a lot. I would recommend everyone that's a business owner to this class. And it was a great experience for me, and I truly enjoyed it. I met great people, had experts I really enjoyed working with, and we'll work with them as well. So thanks to Portia, you was phenomenal, and I just want to say thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? All right, thank you so much. And I just want to point out to those of you who are joining us, our graduates have this beautiful royal blue stole on. So just look at them. They just, not only are they great, but they look great too. So we just want to thank, yeah, show it off. I see you, Juan. So again, thank you all for coming, and we are going to move to our director, Miss Marsha E. Murray. She is going to close us out and give us remarks. So I want to turn it over to the director, our fearless leader, director of OBO, Miss Marsha E. Murray. Marsha, unmute yourself.
It would really help if I did that. I wasn't just talking to myself. Thank you so much, Dr. Jackson. Graduates, it gives me great pleasure to congratulate all of you for working for the past 7 months to take your businesses to the next level. I'm happy to have been a part of your first class and to now celebrate your completion of these 2 programs. This is also a celebration of many firsts, has been mentioned earlier, our first virtual graduation and our very first cohort of Accelerate Latinx. We are proud of the continued growth of the city's efforts to provide capacity building programs. We're also grateful for Interise and all of our partners for their support and commitment to advancing the growth and success of small businesses in Houston. I'd like to take this time to say thank you to the mayor for actually taking some time out today of his very busy schedule to support you all and to say a few remarks to you. I also certainly want to thank Councilmember Sally Alcorn for joining us for the graduation this evening. Thank you so much. And certainly our keynote speaker, Sean Taylor, thank you so much for your inspired words. And a special thank you goes out to those who have made these programs possible. From Interise, Bernard, Holden, Harrison, and Tanisha, our instructors are Quella and Giselle, all of our guest experts who share their valuable, invaluable information, HBDI for their continued support of Build Up Houston, Houston Community College for classroom space, and our OBO program managers, of course, Dr. Portia Jackson. And I do want to thank Jose Jimenez and Andrew Arriaga. Although Jose and Andrew are no longer with OBO, Their efforts have helped bring Accelerate Latinx to fruition, and we look forward to growing this program even further. I just want to take a time to just make a note about resilience in these unprecedented times, and to just add on to what has been shared so far this evening. COVID-19 has undoubtedly changed the way we do business, not only today, but in the next few months and in the years to come. To you graduates, may what you've learned as a part of Build Up Houston and Accelerate Latinx provide you the capacity and conviction to take your businesses to the next level, no matter how the business and market landscape changes. I want to wish you all the best, and again, congratulations and felicidades a todos. A todos.
Thank you, Marsha, and thank you, everyone. And a special shout out to our guest experts. We could not have done it without y'all. So it was a lot of y'all, and we appreciate your time and efforts and everything that you were able to share. And so with that, congratulations again to the class of 2020, and thank you everyone for attending. Have a good night.
Congratulations. Felicidades.
Portia, can we do a gallery view to take a picture?
Yeah, gallery view, noise.
Gallery view to take a picture. If you can stop sharing your screen.
Yeah, I believe that some people also brought something to cheer with. I believe that there's some adult beverages out there. So we got to cheer each other. You guys ready? If you got one, or if you need to go grab one, I feel like Soledad might have something under her desk. I don't know. All right, you guys ready? So cheers to the class of 2020. Cheers, everybody.
Hello.
Awesome.
Very good. All right, so I feel like there's a picture.